What's up, guys? It's your girl 1710, and today I'm going to talk about something that I'm sure your favorite YouTuber has already talked about with Tekken, and that is who they think should be returning in Tekken 8. So we got the whole lineup here. I believe this is the whole lineup, and we're just going to talk about who I think should potentially be coming back. We got to make some categories though, like usual. So I would say, yes. I don't know. Maybe put this one like, that's okay. Maybe. This one probably, don't know, or I don't know. And this one is probably like, no. Like, not even a chance. I think I'll do this one a little bit different, like that. Not all caps, please. There we go. So we're going to talk about who we think should be returning in Tekken 8, and we're just going to get the obvious people out of the way, the ones that we've already seen in the trailers, and we need to find them here. Let me look through. So we already know that Nina is a yes. We already seen her trailer. She looks gorgeous. I love her hair. I'm glad that she's redesigned. She looks great. We've already seen Law. He looks great as well. Glad to see him here. We already seen Jack 8. They're probably going to be coming out with his trailer pretty soon, so I know we need to look forward for that. We seen Lars. We're probably going to have to look for his trailer coming out pretty soon. I hate his outfit. He looks like Claudio. But I'm sure that whatever he's doing in his trailer, I'm sure he'll probably look cool doing it. Where is Jin? Where's Jin? I'm like looking around, looking for Jin. I know Jin, there he is, and his wonderful father, Kazuya, has already been shown. I'm assuming, since we've seen Jin do devil stuff, that he's mixed with devil. I'm not really sure. There's Kazuya. I'm not really sure. I don't know where to put Devil Jin, because I don't know if they mixed those two people together finally. I don't know. I can't be sure. But maybe they did, maybe they didn't. I'm just gonna leave him right there. We already seen Paul, and I'm trying to think, was there somebody else that I'm missing? I don't know. I don't think so. Is this it? Is this all the people that we've seen so far? I'm really trying to think. Oh, King is who we've seen just recently, not too long ago. His trailer is amazing. So if you guys have not seen King's trailer, y'all gotta go out there and see King's trailer. So we're gonna start right here from the top. This is Akuma. He was a guest character, and I really don't know. Out of all the guest characters, he is the most iffy, because at the end of Tekken 7, he didn't really die or anything. Spoilers if y'all have never seen the story mode, but he had the fight with Kazuya. He just kind of had like a clash with them, and it just like faded into white. We don't even know if he's returning. I guess that he had some relationship, or he knows Kazumi very well, and he did something for her, and they know each other, and that's why he's here. But that wasn't really explained. So I'm just gonna put I don't know, because out of all the guest characters, they seem like they want to let us know that his universe and the Tekken universe are one of the same. So he might come back. Who knows? Hope not though. This is Alex. To be honest, I don't think that the Kangaroo, Alex and Roger Jr., I feel like they should not return. To be honest, I feel like the only person that should be returning is the Bears. But that's just me. So, I feel like the Bears have been around forever. The thing about the Bears is they don't need their own separated slot. They need to share a spot. One need to be like player 1 costume, and then the other one needs to be like player 2 costume. I think they need to stop with the duplication of characters. That needs to stop. No more duplication of characters. Especially Kuma and Panda. They're very similar in how they play. They need to share a spot. Alyssa. I'm assuming that Alyssa will come back. I'm not really a fan of Alyssa at all, but it's very likely that she will. I know she's like wrapped up in Lee's storyline a whole lot, so it's very, very likely. that she will. So I'm just gonna put her right there. You know, for better or worse, she probably will show up. It's very likely. Oh man, Ancient Ogre or Ogre, depending on, you know, if you're old school or new school. Ancient Ogre. I really would like to see Ancient Ogre. He was always an interesting design. I'm gonna put maybe he could be some DLC, even though I don't know if he's even alive in the timeline. I have no idea. But it's a maybe. He'll probably look cool. And it's the same thing with him. Him and True Ogre, they need to share a spot. They do not need to be two separated characters. If they return, they need to just have one spot. That's a must. One spot for these people. Okay, so we have Angel. I don't think Angel needs to come back. I don't think Angel needs to come back at all. I would definitely think that Devil needs to, because I mean, Devil will possibly be here because Kazuya is here. So it's just very, very likely. And I guess that I might as well just put Devil Jin up here, because in some way, shape, and form, Devil Jin will be here. Even if he has his own slot or not, he has to be here because he's a part of Jin. Here is Anna. I'm just gonna put her right there. I'm not a huge fan of Anna. I think that they need to move on from her and Nina fighting each other, and they need to have them just doing different stuff. I'm tired of that, you know, story. They've been running that same story forever. It's time for them to move on to something else. So if Anna wants to come back, please let her do something else. Please. I know she was DLC on 7, but please, she need to be doing something else. That's all I'm saying. Armor King, he was DLC as well for Tekken 7. I'm not against it, but he fights different than King, so he's not all the way the same. But it's okay. It's okay if he shows up. It's okay. It's okay if he's there. I was actually pretty excited to see him in 7, but it's okay if he shows up in 8. It's fine. It's super fine. Asuka. I really definitely think that Asuka will come back. I definitely think that she will. She's a part of the family. She's a part of the whole, you know, Kazama family. Hopefully they'll finally talk about her and Jin being cousins. They have not talked about that at all. They had that weird ending in Tekken 5, and they never talked about that ever again. They need to talk about that. They really do. Baek Dusan, is he dead? I think Baek is dead, but I don't know if they're like keeping to how things are, or are they just like doing like how Mortal Kombat does, which they don't care if people die, they just throw them in there anyway. But Baek was always interesting. But I don't know. I mean, I don't know. I don't know if he would bring or not bring anything to the table. I don't know what he would do. I have no idea other than interacting with Harang. So, I don't know. Not really sure. Bob. I feel like since Bob, you know, his new character, he has the most different body type out of all these characters. I feel like they want to keep somebody like him, and he's an interesting play style too. He also might just turn into Slim Bob again too, but I know that he got fat again, so he wouldn't have to do that because he doesn't like being slim. It's really bizarre, but I feel like he will return. What he would look like, I hope he doesn't have this Hawaiian shirt on, but who knows. Oh, Bruce. So this is the thing. I do not want to see Josie. I don't. I want to see Bruce again. I don't think nothing happened to Bruce. I don't think he's dead. I think that he had his story mode that was like, he was messing around with Kazuya. I think Tekken 6 is the last thing that I remember, and he was trying to get revenge or something. I don't think he's dead, but I really gotta go back and like look for sure. But no Josie. Don't bring back Josie. Just bring back Bruce. That's what we want. Look, Josie's right here. I don't want to see her at all. I want to see Bruce. I know a lot of people might like Josie, and that's well and fine, but I want to see Bruce. That's just me. Good old Brian. Brian will be back. The hands down. He's been on the game since Tekken 3. He'll be back. Hands down. Absolutely. Christy? You know what? She might be DLC. She might be. Usually, you know, a character like this, she's kind of like one of these clone type characters. It's very possible they may bring her back as DLC or something, which is fine, but she don't need to be on like the main roster at launch. Definitely not. She need to be DLC if they want to bring her back, which is fine. I don't have anything to really say about it that much. So, what was this dude's name? I forgot his name, but he will be back. Claudio. That's his name, Claudio. Because he was a part of the story mode. He's like some exorcist, I believe. So I feel like he will be back. Out of all those new characters that they had like came up with, I feel like Claudio has to come back because I feel like he was like integrated into the story. So it's very possible he will return. Combat? Does Lee even use the combots anymore? I don't know. I don't know if he does. If he does, then they'll just show up in the story mode for like a millisecond and you won't see them. I don't think that they're going to be on the main roster or anything as fighting characters. They might show up in like training mode or something, but I feel like that's where they should end at. They do not need to be like playable characters like they were in Tekken 4. Absolutely not. This is Devil Kazumi. I don't think we're going to see Kazumi anymore. I think that the whole story with Kazumi is over, and I don't think we're gonna see her anymore. So I'm gonna put. I mean, I don't think we're gonna see her anymore. Like, why would she be back? Isn't she like gone forever? I'm gonna put her in no because I feel like her story is done, and we're not gonna see her. If they did not wrap it up and it came to like a standstill or you know something that made you wonder, and we didn't see her die, I would think differently. But since she definitely did, I feel like it's over. But if not, sure, she can come back. But I'm just gonna say no because I feel like she got killed off, so I feel like her story is done. Oh my god, Dr. B. You know what? If Dr. B was DLC, I wouldn't even be mad at it. I wouldn't be mad. I feel like Dr. B was such a unique but stupid character. So he's somebody that I always was like, what is this character and who came up with this? He's so stupid, but he's also so unique. He's a very, very popular character just because he's so stupid. His movesets don't make any sense. But if he was DLC, I would be fine with it because he's so bizarre. And he also has a whole story with like all the old heads in this game. Like Wang, and he even knows Jinpachi. So I think that that's really cool that he knows all those characters, and it was like a whole scene of them like talking and stuff, I believe in Tag 2. So that was really, really cool. So if he was DLC, I wouldn't be like mad at that at all, but I'm gonna put him in this maybe. Oh my god. Okay. The homie Dragunov. So I kind of feel like he's not going to be in this game. I know that I main Dragunov. I've been maining him since he debuted in Tekken 5 Dark Resurrection, but I feel like when it comes to someone's story and overall character development that has just became stale and non-existent, Dragunov is definitely one of them. And I just hate this that's how it went because he's such a unique looking character. He's like classy but kind of gothic, and I feel like they didn't really play on that well, especially not with his outfits, especially not with his personality, whichever lack thereof it is. But I just feel like they didn't play on it well, like how it started. They just made him very, very lackluster now, and I just feel like he has nothing to do. I know he was dealing with Raven, didn't he kind of, I guess, put Raven on the shelf, and then Master Raven kind of put Dragunov on the shelf. So what is Dragunov really gonna do? Like, I don't understand, unless he has like a different target, which he might be going after Jin again. I know he was doing that in 6. He could do that. He was doing that in 5 when he debuted. I don't know, but I'm kind of like at this kind of standstill where if they're not gonna do this character right, I'd rather him not be in this game, because if they're just gonna make him lackluster, he might as well not even be here. which also means that there's no reason for me to buy this game either, because I feel like if my main character is not in this game, then I don't need to play this game myself. So we're gonna put him in the I don't know, because I just feel like if you really want to X somebody out of this game, you would X him. Like, I definitely see that coming. He's not popular, people don't play as him, and you know, him being my main character, yeah, it might be sad, but we just have to come to the reality that if they're not gonna like make his character interesting or do anything with him, I just rather him not be here. So Eddie, it's very possible Eddie will be here. We need a capoeira person, so it's very likely Eddie will be here. You know, he's a staple in Tekken, so you gotta have him. You gotta have him more than you have Christy. So that's a must. Eliza. So Eliza is one of those, she's like one of the first built from the ground up kind of characters. I remember it on Revolution, they had like a little poll or something. They made some characters that was like, hey, which one of these characters do you guys like the most? We're gonna put them in a game, and everybody picked the vampire chick. And I feel like Eliza was wasted potential. I feel like this character looks cool. My whole time thinking that Dragunov was a vampire, and then turn around, they go ahead and put an actual vampire in the game. She's related to Lily, strangely enough, I guess from decades and millennia ago, of like a family dynasty or something. But I feel like she's wasted potential. She looks cool, but I just feel like when you like pull back the veil, it really ain't nothing there with Eliza. So it's a maybe, because I feel like, you know, she's one of those characters that, you know, she looks a certain way, so people do like her. She's an interesting looking character, but I don't know if she needs to fill a slot 100%. She might need to be DLC, to be honest. I would feel better about that. Okay, right now I'm gonna say Falcon Rom does not need to come back. Out of all the characters, I feel like he was the dumbest looking. He's not an interesting looking character. When I first seen him, I was like, oh my god, he's a real big dude. You know, he's like Sagat or whatever, but he just looks so strange. It's not even his tattoos or anything. He just got these weird body proportions, and I just feel like, I don't know, he's not really thought out very well. He's kind of boring looking. I feel like if they want to make someone that does, like, you know, does he do Muay Thai? Whatever the fighting style is that Sagat does, I just feel like they wanted to make a character like that or somebody similar like that. I just feel like they should have did better, because he just looks very boring and bland, and I don't think that he should come back. He might be broken, but he doesn't look cool. So it's kind of like, nah. And he's not like a, you know, one of the classic characters that's been on here forever. He's like a built from the ground up new guy, but I don't think he worked out. So, and I don't know how popular he is. Y'all tell me if Falcon Rom is real popular, and maybe he'll come back because of that. But because I know Harada, he favors whoever is very popular, and he usually spends a lot of time on popular people based off of what the community says or what he thinks, you know, who's very popular. So next is Feng Wei. I believe Feng will come back. I think that they like Feng. I know that he's very popular. People play with him. He needed to have his Yakuza costume. Yakuza. Yeah, he had Yakuza costume in Tekken 5. It was like red, and he had like the ponytail. They need to bring that back. They need to bring that costume back. One of his best costumes to me. Anytime that I would play him in that game, which was very seldom, he would always be in that. Definitely. I don't think that Forrest needs to come back. I don't think he needs to come back, because I think that we stuck on Marshall. I think Marshall is going to be the one law that we just going to have. Even though, you know, I know he took his place because he got injured. And I'm sure that, you know, Forrest is probably fine now, but there's no reason to let him come back unless he's in like a scene in the story, which is fine. Or he's like shows up in the background like he did in Tekken 6. I forgot, he's in that like rustic Asia stage. He's like in the truck. It's really funny. He like crashes the truck into these like chickens, and he's just like hanging out the car, and he's just like Oh my god. So if he want to do that again, fine. But if not, he don't need to be here. Ganryu? Ganryu is a maybe. And if he does come back, he need to be DLC too. But I don't know if we need him. I think that his redesign was wonderful. But I don't know if we need Ganryu. I don't know. Really not sure. Geese. You know what? As much as Geese looks so great in this game, he translated so good in this game. I didn't think that he would. He looks like he belongs here. He looks like he belongs in Tekken. But I don't think he should come back. I don't think we're going to get any of these characters that come from other franchises. I don't think we're going to get them back. If other than like maybe Kuma, maybe. But I don't think he's going to come back. But he was really interesting being in this game. So Gigas? No. Gigas does not need to come back. He had no purpose. None at all. He's related to Katarina. I think that's her dad, but so who cares? Like, Katarina is useless. She's an afterthought in more ways than one, so you know that Gigas is. Oh my god, Gon. You know, if they had the rights to Gon, they would probably bring him back. He probably would have been back already. But I don't think they're gonna get the rights to actually have him in the game no more. He's just like Dr. B. He's one of those weird, unique, but stupid characters that showed up in Tekken 3. And you're just wondering to yourself, what is this thing? It's like a dinosaur. It comes from some Japanese game. I can't remember the name of it. But it's about these like tiny dinosaurs, and they spit fire and stuff like that. And they live on this island. But they don't have the rights to it, Bandai Namco. So they never could bring Gon back. So it's probably going to be a no. Heihachi. So we know that Heihachi is supposed to be dead. So I'm going to say I want him to stay dead. But I really think that they're going to come out with a character that's probably related to Heihachi. It's either going to be Heihachi's brother or cousin or another son, knowing him, that fights just like him. Because I think that what happens in games, what you see is they like doing this thing where they'll kill a character off, but they'll debut a character that's a part of the family that just fights just like them. So you really are still getting your character back, but it's technically not him. So I feel like they're gonna do that, but I don't want Heihachi to be back. If he's dead, he needs to stay dead. That's all I'm saying. Harang will be back, definitely. He needs to feud with Jin a whole bunch, even though they need to stop that too, because that's old. They've been doing that since Tekken 3. They don't need to be doing that no more. Well, he been doing it because Jin don't care about him. JC? No JC. She only did this for Tag 2. She's not gonna do it again. She owns some different stuff now, apparently. I don't think we're gonna get Jinpachi. There's no reason for us to get Jinpachi. Like, why would he be here? I think that his story was done as well in, Tekken 5. Julia. Maybe. She might end up being DLC again like she was this time. Very maybe. Oh, June. Yes. We do know June is back. That was one of those huge reveals that I actually was shocked by, because I really didn't think it was going to happen. A long time ago I mentioned this. I was like, man, they need to bring June back. But then I was like, man, they're not going to do that. But she showed up anyway. And I know they're going to wait to show her trailer last. They're going to get all these other people out the way, which they only got a few more. They only got, what? Jack, Lars, that's it, right? They got to show her pretty soon. They have to. But we gotta be patient. I'm sure she's gonna be amazing. I'm wondering if she's gonna have her move set that she had in Tag 2, because it was kind of different. Because Asuka was here, so they had to they gave Asuka her original move set, and they gave June a whole new one in Tag 2. So I wonder if she's gonna have that one, or if she's gonna have something different. I'm interested in seeing it. I used to main June a whole lot. My tag team in Tag 2 was June and Dragunov. But I don't want to main June. And if Dragunov is not in this game, we are in trouble, people. We're in big trouble, because I don't want to main June. I really don't main female characters anyway. And I really don't want to main her. But if he's not here, it's not going to be good times for anybody. Especially not me. Because y'all are not going to be getting any Tekken gameplay. It's just going to be all Street Fighter, unfortunately. Katarina, no. She does not need to come back. No, I don't care if she's like a one button to do a 30 hit combo person and she's a, thirst trap. All those things are fine, but she has no weight and she's an afterthought and she was useless in the story and she just taking up a spot. She don't need to be here. Kazumi. Same thing with Devil Kazumi. I think that, her storyline is done, so I don't think we're gonna see her. Original Kunimitsu is dead, so we're not gonna see her, but we do know that her daughter exists, the new Kunimitsu, so it's very possible that she might make her way right on back like she did in Tekken 7. Lee, yes, Lee will be back. He always has to come back. He probably gonna change his hair color again, or he gonna be violet again. He always changes himself. He don't want nobody to know who he is, but you know what? He was hiding from Heihachi, I believe. So Heihachi is dead, so he ain't gotta dye his hair purple no more. He doesn't. I think Lee should come back. I mean, not Lee, Lei. See, I got these two together. Lee, Lei. Lei should come back. He's the Jackie Chan of this game. He's been here since Tekken 2. He needs to be back. I actually was wondering what was taking them so long to make him show up in Tekken 7. It took him forever. But please, they need to change the way he looks, because I hate the way he looks in 7. He looks so beat up. The fact that he doesn't have like the long ponytail, he doesn't have his like original cop outfit. They could have brought all that stuff back as like some extra costume pieces, but they didn't even do that. They brought his hair back, but they didn't bring back his outfit. Such a shame. Leo, I don't know. It's very likely that they will, but I don't know if they're gonna be on the main roster. They might not. I'm not sure. I don't know how much dedication they have to this character. I know this character is supposed to be very androgynous, which I think is really cool, but I don't think that they really utilize this character 100% in that way to make them look cool at all. They're pretty bland. I hate the outfit of Leo in 7. What is that crap? It just looks like something from like League of Legends or something. It's just way too much going on. But they do bring them back main roster. Maybe not. Okay, so Leroy is plastered everywhere in this game. I'm gonna go out on a limb and say Leroy might be in this game, because if you look on some of the trailers, especially that trailer that has like Jin and Kazuya and they're fighting in that Times Square like area, there are tons of signs that just say Leroy Apparel, Leroy Smith Coffee Shop. Like, I'm assuming that Leroy, got some money and he done went into entrepreneurship for himself, because he is booming in Times Square or wherever that stage is. So he has to be here. And I think Leroy looks cool. It's fine if he comes back. I mean, out of all those built from the ground up people that they made, Leroy is a really well made one. So I'm fine if he wants to show up again. I got a feeling Lily will be here. I really got a feeling Lily will be here. I don't like this character. But I got a feeling she will be here. And I feel like they only will bring her back so she can feud with her. Because they ruined Asuka because they made her feud with Lily. And Lily had a purpose, and so did Asuka. Asuka lost her purpose for trying to revenge her dad. And Lily lost her purpose from trying to be a great father and hiding it from her dad. Just so these two could fight and do this dumb scenario where they bicker with each other. But it's stupid. So they need to stop doing that. That's so dumb. But I feel like Lily will be back. It's very possible. As much as I do not want this character in this game, she will be. It's hands down, she will be. When Lucky Chloe debuted, nobody liked it. People hated this character. They hated her like Josie because of Josie's name. They hated this character, and I thought she looked stupid too. But she's some J-pop chick. But I don't know. Like, she's a really, really weird looking character. But I know that Harada knows that most Tekken players don't like her. And she's for the weebs. But it's him knowing that would be the reason why he would bring her back. Because he want to just, laugh in our faces and be like, I know you don't like her, but I'm bringing her back anyway. And I bet she's going to be on main roster. Yeah. Unfortunately, yes. Unfortunately, yes. Marduk. I'm okay with him being here. He might not be main roster, but Marduk's been in Tekken for a while. So I was actually happy to see him back. I always thought he was a cool character, so it's very possible. I don't know what to say about this. Now, the Raven debate is very iffy because should we have original Raven back or should we have just Master Raven back? I don't know. Like, I really don't know. I think Master Raven looks so cool, but if she comes back, she needs her own moveset that is not the same as original Raven. Please. I don't want that. I'm gonna put maybe because I feel like that's what they should have did with her anyway. She looks so unique. I thought she looked so cool. And the fact they just gave her original Raven's moveset was just heartbreaking because she looks so interesting. So I don't know what they want to do there, but please do something right, please. Wow, Michelle, I don't know about this. Probably not. I mean, you got Julia here. I really know that they don't want to put all these like clones in here. I mean, she's probably doing a little bit different, but I feel like they'll just have Julia and not Michelle. Unfortunately, I always main Michelle. I didn't really care for Julia, but if she does come back, she'll be DLC, but it's very likely it's a no, probably, that she will not come back. Miguel, I'm okay if he shows up. It's okay. I'm not against it. They need to change his hair, though. His hair is weird looking. I'm okay if he shows up. I think he looks cool. Muharu? Probably not. We don't need another Xiao Yu clone. We just need Xiao Yu. That's all we need. She was cool if she shows up in a story, but we don't need a Xiao Yu clone. Wow, Mokujin? You know what? Mokujin being in the training mode, you know, somebody you train against, that's fine. But I don't think he needs to be on the main roster. For what? Like, it would be no reason for Mokujin to be there. I don't think so. Personally, I don't. We're probably not going to get Negan. I felt like Negan was so out of his element anyway. He just didn't fit into Tekken at all. It was so bizarre. He didn't fit. And you know who another person is that didn't fit? Not to say that Jeffrey Dean Morgan didn't look cool. He did look cool. I'm so glad, you know, shout outs to Walking Dead. But he just looked out of his element. And you know who else looked out of their element? Noctis. As cool looking as he looked, I just feel like he should have been in Soul Calibur. He shouldn't have been in Tekken. He should have been in Soul Calibur. I feel like he would have fit there perfectly. You know, they could have had him in there with The Witcher. The Witcher and Noctis. That would have been a wonderful match in Soul Calibur. I don't know why Noctis was in Tekken. He just didn't fit. He should have been in Soul Calibur. I don't know if anybody else agrees with me. Let me know in the comments if y'all agree with the fact that Noctis should have been in Soul Calibur. I just feel like he fit that world better. Prototype Jack? No. I think that we're going to have only one version of Jack. We don't need like 4 versions of Jack. Absolutely not. Okay, I'm going to put Original Raven next to Master Raven because the same thing applies. I don't know. This guy is from the Tekken mobile game. I don't remember what his name is, but we probably ain't gonna see him because Tekken mobile do not exist anymore. I just remember that because I used to play that game all the time. This is Sebastian, Lily's butler. He has the same move set as her, so he probably will only show up in the story mode if Lily's anywhere to be seen. We probably ain't gonna get him because we don't need clone characters, like I said before. Shaheen. Huh. You know what? I'm okay with Shaheen being here. He looks so cool. I think that he's a really cool looking character. I like the way he looks a whole lot. Now I'm not mad if he shows up. I'm okay with that. I'm perfectly okay. Can somebody tell me who this is? Who is this? I don't know who this is. She looks like she's like related to the Gazamas. She kind of looks like June a little bit, but I don't know who this is. Who's this? Oh no, I'm gonna leave her right there. I don't know who she is. If anybody in the comments know who this is, please tell me. Is she from Tekken Mobile? Is she from like another Tekken game that I have not played, which I feel like I've played them all? She gotta be from something. Y'all tell me in the comments. Who is this? She's pretty though, whoever she is. Slim Bob? It's a very no. I'm gonna say no because I don't think Bob wants to be Slim no more, so that's why I'm saying that. But there's no reason for him to be here. Steve is very likely we will have Steve. I feel like, he's the only boxer we have. He's been here since Tekken 4. He's related to Nina. Yeah, Steve is very likely showing up. He's probably on the main roster, to be honest. Very, very likely. Tetsujin? No. Just like Mokujin, there's no reason for Tetsujin to be here. Even though I miss in Tekken Revolution the Mokujin Festival. Shout outs in the comments if anybody remember the Mokujin Festival in Tekken Revolution. That was fun to me. So that's the only reason why Tetsujin is cool in my book, because of that. But he doesn't need to be in Tekken 8. And we also don't need Tiger. He's another clone. We don't need him. So I don't see why he would be here, because we have Eddie. Unknown. This is okay. This is a tricky one because we've only seen Unknown in, separate occasions. Separate occasion. They made it seem like in Tag 2 that her and June is one and the same. But I don't know if they're gonna really play on that at all. I would be perfectly fine if they did. I'm okay if they do. I do also know that if characters show up in Tag 1, Tag 2 all the time, that means that their story is not canon. And I know that she was not in Tekken 3. She was only in Tag 1, Tag 2, Unknown. So does this mean that Unknown is not even a real thing? She's just a figment of our imaginations, because everything that goes on in the tag games is not canon. It's just like some made up crap. So does that mean that Unknown is not even a real thing? Possibly. But I like Unknown. I like the concept of how everybody has like this alter ego that's a part of the family. And if they want to do that, June needs to just like transform into her or have her powers or something. And I would be fine with that. I would be fine with that 100%. I don't think that Violet needs to show up. He doesn't need to be Violet because Heihachi's dead, so he doesn't need to hide no more. Wang Jin Rei. They did not show him. They skipped out on him in 7. And they might bring him back in this one, because usually when they do that little skip, they'll bring you back for the next one. And it's a maybe. It's a maybe. He might show up. It's very possible. He is Xiao Yu's grandfather, which Xiao Yu is a definite yes. She been here too long, and Xiao Yu's gonna be here. They need to make her look a little older. I'm so sick of her hair being in pigtails. They need to like let her hair be down or something. I don't know. Something. I'm tired of the pigtails. Like, I'm not even mad at what she is wearing in the new game. I actually like what she was wearing in 7. I'm just tired of her hair being in the pigtails. She still looks 15. They need to age these characters. I'm tired of this, like, everybody looking like a little girl. They need to get over that. Yoshimitsu is a yes. You have to have Yoshi. Yoshi has been on the track since day 1. Wouldn't be Tekken without Yoshi. And the thing about Yoshimitsu is that he looks different every game. Every game. So it's no telling what Yoshimitsu is going to look like. He's been everything from robot to just basic ninja to squid man to a bug. Literally. So there's no telling what Yoshimitsu is going to look like. But we need him. We need Yoshimitsu. We need Yoshimitsu. Okay. Zafina? Maybe. She's a maybe. She's definitely a maybe. What's up with my music? Yeah, she's definitely a maybe. But I'm not mad if she comes back. I was actually excited to see her when she did return. So yeah. Oh, Lydia. I don't know. She seemed like she had some kind of political power in 7, and she was supposed to do something great. But I don't know. They just fell to the wayside. She's I don't know. She's so I don't know. I don't know. She breaks the mold of like the cutesy. I'm barely 18 character that, you know, Japanese creators keep making because they're weird. She, you know, sure, she looks older. She got a scar on her face. They tried to change it up a little bit, but she could come back. She couldn't. It's hard to know. But this is my list for the characters that I believe should return in Tekken 8. Y'all let me know in the comments who y'all think is going to be returning, and who on here do y'all think should return and shouldn't. I feel like it might be somebody in this tier maker that I missed. I don't know if they got everybody from the Tekken series on here. Do they? It looked a little lax to me, but maybe they do. But we won't know anything until later. They've been pumping out these trailers like every other week. So, you know, I've been checking them out. Y'all make sure y'all check them out. And I just can't wait to see what the release date is going to be for this game. I feel like it's going to be next year. But we probably got a while to wait. But as always, until I see Dragunov, you know, in a trailer, I'll get ultra excited. Because as time kind of has went on and I keep thinking about it, him not being there makes me feel very bad. Because if he's not, I'm not buying this game. So that's a guarantee. I'm not going to buy this game until he shows up. So until I see his trailer, I can probably not worry as much. But tell me what you guys think about this tier list, and what are you guys' thought on who should be in Tekken and who should not be. And you guys know what you have to do. Make sure you are following me on my Twitter, and make sure you guys are checking me out here every week on YouTube. And until next time, guys, peace.